Boy, oh boy, Ellen, I love you.
Diddy Calmez has always been in the company of celebrity friends, and there's no doubt he's made his rounds on television talk shows, but some of his most iconic moments, they've happened right on.
I had the dates wrong all this time. Diddy, come on out. He's...
on Ellen DeGeneres' show. All right, buckle up because the drama surrounding Ellen DeGeneres just took a turn for the wildest. A leaked voicemail is setting the internet on fire with fans spiraling into speculation. Could Ellen actually be linked to the tragic death of her close friend and former executive producer Stephen tWitch's boss? But wait, it gets even darker. Rumors are swirling that tWitch may have had damning secrets about Ellen. Secrets so explosive they could have obliterated.
Ellen DeGeneres is saying goodbye to the USA. Multiple outlets are reporting that the comedian and wife Portia de Rossi are bidding farewell to the United States and are moving across the pond to rural England.
Rated her career for good, and yet somehow Diddy swooped in and made it all disappear. So stick with me as we dive deep into why this entire shocking saga has Ellen panicking, and why she suddenly fled to England. For years, Ellen practically ruled Hollywood.
This right here is the new Ciroc mango. That was just a tacky product placement.
That's all right.
It's all right, but I needed a drink.
Yep.
And here's to us.
Yeah.
Landing a spot on her show wasn't just an interview, it was a career boost like no other. If you were a celebrity in need of a rebrand, pushing a new movie, dropping an album, or just looking to stay relevant, sitting on Ellen's couch was a surefire.
Do you know how many times I've been on this show?
I'm going to guess 20. How many?
27 times. 27.
Wow.
Her way to skyrocket your success, her influence was unmatched, and Hollywood knew it. So, it's no shocker that over the years, certain celebrities kept popping up on Ellen's show again and again. If Ellen liked you, she made sure you stayed in the spotlight. And one person who always seemed to have a VIP pass back onto her stage, none other than Diddy. Y'all, over the years, Diddy and Ellen had a lot of conversations on that show, but ever since Diddy's arrest, those old interviews are looking real suspicious. And I'm not talking about just one.
Tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that? Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
But I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight.
Or two odd moments. I'm talking about a whole sea of red flags that have people wondering, how did we not see this before? Take 2009, for example. Ellen asked Diddy if she was invited to his birthday party, and he casually replied that he always invited her, she just never showed up. But then, things got interesting. He explained that his party started around 9:30 p.m., which completely threw Ellen off because she assumed they started way later. And now, knowing what we know, that little detail just hits different. Now, you don't have to be a genius to realize Ellen might have been hinting at something deeper, something tied to Diddy's other parties, the ones shrouded in secrecy and dark rumors. And still, in that same year, after the infamous Chris Brown and Rihanna incident, Diddy hosted Chris at his home. When he appeared on Ellen's show afterward, she asked him about it. His response? "It's my house. I'm allowed to give my house to whoever I want." Number 2 is, I'm the type of person who doesn't cast judgment on anybody. If a friend asks me for a favor, then I'm going to be there for them, as long as the energy is positive. Over the years, Diddy and Ellen grew closer than most people realized. While other guests and even longtime crew members came and went, Diddy just kept making appearances. Then, in 2014, Ellen's friend tWitch was introduced to the show as a guest DJ. Fans loved him, and soon he became a regular, eventually becoming more than just a DJ. He was practically Ellen's co-host. By 2020, he was officially made a co-executive producer of the show. From dance breaks to deep conversations, tWitch became a vital part of Ellen's brand. But behind the scenes, things weren't nearly as perfect as they seemed. Multiple insiders have claimed that tWitch witnessed firsthand the alleged toxic environment on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, from staff mistreatment to behind-the-scenes manipulation. And more than that, he may have known secrets Ellen was desperate to keep buried. Then, in 2022, the unthinkable happened. tWitch was found unalive. Almost immediately, speculation ran wild. There was so much mystery surrounding his passing, and fans couldn't help but question what really happened. We know Ellen and tWitch shared a close bond. He wasn't just her DJ or dance partner, he was her friend and confidant. But now, with shocking rumors about Ellen's alleged ties to Diddy's infamous freak-offs, people are wondering, did Ellen unknowingly introduce tWitch to a world he wanted nothing to do with? See, for years, whispers about Diddy's notorious parties have haunted Hollywood. These so-called freak-offs were allegedly exclusive gatherings, wild, secretive events where anything and everything was on the table. Several A-list celebrities, including Ellen, have been rumored to have attended. Now, while there's no concrete proof linking Ellen directly to these parties, the whispers alone have been enough to put a stain on her once squeaky clean image. And now, fans are asking, if Ellen was involved in Diddy's world, did she accidentally pull tWitch into something that didn't align with his values or his comfort zone? Could this have added to the emotional and mental struggles he was already battling? Here's where it gets even darker. According to tWitch's wife, Allison Holker, she was shocked to learn her husband had been struggling because he never showed any signs of it. But the truth unraveled after his passing. While cleaning out his closet, Allison discovered hidden IDC tucked away in the back. In an interview with People magazine, she revealed, "I was with one of my really dear friends, cleaning out the closet and picking an outfit for his funeral. And it was a really triggering moment for me because there were a lot of things I discovered in our closet that I did not know existed. It was alarming. It made me realize there was so much happening that I had no clue about." She continued, "It was a really scary moment in my life to figure that out. But it also helped me process. He was going through so much. He was hiding so much. And there must have been a lot of shame in that. But that wasn't even the most shocking part. Among his belongings, Allison found something even more heartbreaking. A journal. A journal where tWitch poured out his thoughts, his struggles, his pain. It revealed that he had been wrestling with something deep inside, trying to self-medicate, trying to cope alone because he didn't want to burden anyone. And in that journal, tWitch allegedly hinted at an incident, an assault at the hands of a male individual. Now, add fuel to the fire, and here's where things take another chilling turn. The one person who seemed to know everything about tWitch, Ellen. And before long, rumors began swirling about a leaked voicemail from Ellen herself, one that allegedly shed light on tWitch's final days. The exact contents of this message remain unclear, but some sources claim it hinted at tWitch being exposed to things he was never supposed to see, that he was feeling overwhelmed by secrets he couldn't share. And now, fans are left wondering, what really happened to tWitch? And what does Ellen really know? Did tWitch learn something about Ellen's connection to Diddy's parties or the darker side of Hollywood's elite? If so, that could explain why this rumored voicemail has sparked such intense reactions, and why his tragic passing remains shrouded in mystery. But the big question is, what exactly was Ellen talking about in that voicemail? Here's what we do know. On that fateful day, tWitch checked into a motel, just 15 minutes from the home he shared with his wife Allison and their children. That alone seemed off, but what made it even more suspicious? He didn't take his car. That tiny detail sent red flags flying because, according to those close to him, this was completely out of character. When Allison realized she couldn't reach him, she immediately knew something was wrong. Wasting no time, she filed a missing persons report, her quick action proving just how unusual and alarming his behavior was that day. Tragically, tWitch was found at the motel shortly after, and authorities ruled his passing as a self-inflicted gunshot wound. But here's where things get murky. At first, reports claimed no note was left behind, leading many to believe that whatever happened was sudden and without explanation. But then, bam! After mounting media pressure and growing public speculation, authorities suddenly discovered a note. And just like that, the internet exploded. Why wasn't this note mentioned earlier? Was it genuinely overlooked, or is there something more sinister at play? The timing of this so-called discovery has left many people skeptical. If the note truly existed, why wasn't it included in the initial investigation? This inconsistency has only fueled wild speculation, with some conspiracy theorists questioning whether the official narrative is being manipulated. You see, over the years, Ellen's carefully curated, "be kind" persona has crumbled under countless allegations of a toxic workplace environment. But if tWitch really had dirt on her, that could have been the final nail in her career's coffin. And now, these new theories suggest that Ellen's secrets run even deeper. Was tWitch caught in the crossfire of Ellen's alleged connections to Hollywood's elite? Did he feel betrayed or burdened by knowledge he couldn't safely reveal? These questions have left fans divided, with some defending Ellen, while others are convinced she's been covering up far more than just a toxic work culture. Some believe tWitch might have known too much about the darker side of Hollywood, especially if the rumors about Ellen's alleged ties to Diddy's freak-offs hold any weight. Could he have been under intense pressure to keep quiet about something explosive? And then, there's the note. Its sudden discovery has only added fuel to the fire. Was it planted to create a convenient explanation? Or was it withheld to prevent deeper scrutiny? Others believe the note was real, a desperate cry for help that was ignored until public outcry forced authorities to acknowledge it. And then we have to ask, why did tWitch check into a motel so close to home? Was it a spur-of-the-moment decision? Or was there a deeper reason for him being there? One theory suggests he wanted to distance himself from his family, to protect them. But others think he may have been meeting someone or simply seeking solitude after an overwhelming event. So, what do y'all think? Was this a tragic case of a man struggling silently? Or is there more to the story than meets the eye? And what about that note, a genuine oversight or something more calculated? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, bye.